3:31 p.m. Three thirty-one p.m.
Hi, Dave. It's Sherry. Hi, Dave. It's Sherry. It's Sherry. Trying to follow up with the drawing that you sent. Just the drawing that you sent. Hi, Dave. The drawing that you sent. The drawing that you sent. The drawing that you sent. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. What I do is come in. The drawing that you sent. What I do is the drawing that you sent. Right off the bat. The drawing that you sent. 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 Hi, Dave. It's Sherry. Hi, Dave. It's Sherry. It's Sherry. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. It's Sherry. Trying to.
Hey folks,
Hey everyone,
how's everyone doing tonight?
thanks for joining us. I
So-
hope you guys can see us okay.
Yeah, how's audio? How's the video?
Yeah,
Let us know.
well, not a lot has changed since we went off grid. It was a hard month though.
Yeah, it was. It was. Well, I mean, it wasn't that bad,
No,
really.
Yeah.
So, how's the audio and video, guys? Everything look all right? Is there anything weird going on or anything like that?
no, probably not. We did have some technical issues to start with.
Yeah,
That's why we're a little bit behind.
things won't be as grainy. Hopefully now.
Yeah, we'll probably be able to see our faces a lot better now that there's more light
Yeah. We were tempted to wear sunglasses tonight, but
because of all the lights on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who is here?
Okay, we got lots of people here. We got Greenacre Homestead. We have Mr. John 613. We have the Bearded Giant. We have Virginia Gibson. We have Prepster Bob making sawdust. We have Olivia homesteading with the Heberts. We got a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a
Sweet.
live chat room. Thanks all for coming.
Yep. Ah!
Ah,
That's a
that.
little better.
That's a little different.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought something weird was going on there.
Ah, that makes sense.
You never know, though. It's the Canadian internet connections.
Mhm.
It's kind of weird. Dan's here, too, as
Mhm.
usual.
Yeah, Dave looks good on here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should think about that.
Yeah, it's,
I look great with a beard. I think I would be an attractive male.
yeah, I'm not sure, but... Sam, yeah, I'm thoroughly creeped, too. Ooh!
Whoa.
It just keeps going back and forth like that.
Dave looks like he should be in like an 80s rocker band.
Yeah, and speaking of bands and music and whatnot, that the music that you heard at the beginning there, that was from Dave
Davey.
East, Oak Knob Farm.
Yeah.
So swing by, check out his channel. He's got some pretty cool videos. Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah. All right. So who is actually here? Did we get everyone?
I don't know if I got everyone. Check. I couldn't look sideways or the face thing wouldn't work. We have Greenacre, Homestead of the Heberts, Hunchback Wilderness Experience, Making Sawdust, Mr. John 613, Oak Knob Farm, Olivia, Prepster Bob, Ruben's here, Start from Seed, Homestead is here, The Bearded Giant, and Virginia Gibson. Hey everyone. Glad you can make it.
Okay. So we had a pretty busy week of videos.
Oh my
this
goodness, we had so many videos.
Yeah.
Looking back, we're just like, how do we do so many videos?
Yeah. 4 videos came out this week.
Plus a bonus.
And a bonus, yep.
Yeah.
Whoa!
This beard keeps on bugging my mouth. Okay.
So we'll start off with a tag video that we did. This was started by Kevin at Hope This Works, our homestead. And it was basically just all of us up here in the north figuring out whether or not it's still winter, and it is definitely still winter.
It is. Literally and the weather.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So check that one out if you haven't managed to see that one yet. I'll let you talk about this one.
Then for another collab with the Bearded Giant and Sam at Greenacre Workshop, we got together and we made a broom thingy. My broom thingy was a stand that would convert your broom into a boot brush. that is quite a hard thing to say. A boot brush broom stand build. But that was a fun thing to do. It worked out great, and all I used was one single fence board and a couple nails.
And that was with,
Content creators.
yeah, that was with content creators, and so far, Sam, Greenacre Workshop, and Andrew the Bearded Giant have their videos in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and speaking of the Bearded Giant's mom just popped in. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, you can't see me. Then we had a premiere of our final day off grid. We just kind of sat a fireside chat, kind of like this, and just talked about what happened, what we had to do to make it work, what we learned from it, what we might be doing differently for the next time, because there will be future off-grid experience. So
Yep. It'll be kind of a permanent thing in the future.
Mm-hmm. And then the bonus one was a live stream.
No, we had another.
We had another one. Oh,
Last night was the last night of our month off grid.
okay. So this is the one I thought the last one was.
Oh,
So
well,
the previous one was just videos of us doing things, and we went to the farm.
it said right on there.
I
We
know.
cheated.
I know, it was the we cheated. We went to our friend's homestead, saw some goats,
Yep.
picked some water up.
So that was all good. And the bonus video was just when the blizzard hit on Sunday, we did a live stream
Mm-hmm.
with that, which we tend to do when we get a big storm. We stick Dan, the ugly mug, outside with his toque, and we just chat
Mm-hmm.
on here. So if you ever see just a random live stream pop up that is not on Friday nights, it is probably because we're getting a big snowstorm.
Yeah.
And
We
we're
had a
bored.
few of those.
Oh, Mrs. B is here. Hey, Mrs. B.
Nice to see. Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a lot of videos this week. All off grid. A lot of generator time running to get
Yeah.
that to work. Yeah. But as you might notice, light.
Yep,
We
the
are
lights are
not
back on.
off grid anymore. We are
On grid.
on grid.
On grid.
We have lights. We have water. That's about all that's different.
Yeah. For the most part, anyways. There are some other different things, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
How have all of you folks been doing? I know Bob's still getting a bunch of snow over there. He's trying to send some up here, but this time it's not getting across the border.
No, we didn't get that big storm that we were supposed to get.
No. Okay.
What do we miss the most about the grid?
I don't know.
Well, I can say the first thing I did this morning was heat up water in a matter of a minute for my coffee. That was nice. Using an electric kettle because the stove went cold overnight. Running water, I think, would be just not having so much stuff in here. In order to have all the water, we had 4 big buckets, 4 to 5 big buckets of water everywhere, and it just felt very crowded, and it feels more open now.
Yeah. Just all the 5-gallon buckets sitting around, and then on top of that, the various scattered wiring that we had sitting around just for charging. For charging the battery bank with the generator, and then running things off the generator resulted in a big bowl of spaghetti in our living room that was the wiring that we were using.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and now it's a lot cleaner there. Makes the feng shui for Dave a lot better.
Yeah.
He doesn't like a lot of
I don't like
messy
clutter.
stuff. He doesn't like clutter.
clutter makes it very hard for my brain to operate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that stems from my time as a musician and the wires all over the place. I'm a drummer, so I never used wires.
Hey, Gary. Gary's here.
Hey, Gary.
We both had a shower today.
Yes.
It was nice. I think I stayed in there for a little too long.
Yeah, possibly. But the funny thing was, it wasn't until about 10 or 11 this morning that it dawned on me that I could have a shower. So I jumped up and ran into the washroom and stripped down and had a shower.
Mm-hmm. Scared the bejeebus out of our animals.
Yeah,
Mm.
poor things.
I didn't even have a shower till probably in the afternoon.
Yeah, I ended up going to town today, pick a few things up, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Amanda worked from home today, so I guess we should switch over to this.
Oh, comment of the week. So this time we picked a YouTube comment of the week. It was on our It's Still Winter video, and it was from the Green Dream Project. I don't think they're here tonight, but I thought it was hilarious because they are in Arizona, and they were giving us some heck, or giving us some, rubbing us on what we thought was a lot of snow.
Yeah. They get 2 inches and they're buried.
Yeah. That was a fun video to do.
Mm-hmm. That was a very good tag challenge, Kevin.
Yeah. So what's next? What is next?
What is next? It is time to start preparing for spring,
Yay.
which is awesome. There's a big pile. We had something gifted to us. A couple things, actually. We received some mail this week. But before we get to that, Amanda's just grabbing the... So, one of her co-workers...
Speculums. That should have been the comment of the week.
It should have been the comment of the week. Whole bunch of nice stainless steel spiles. Taps. And
stainless steel buckets.
whole whack load of them to add to our collection.
Mm.
And these things aren't cheap. Like the spiles you're looking at, between $3 and $5 for one of those. We already have close to 100 of those, many of which are plastic that we have been swapping out. But the buckets, those are like $15 each. So, I mean, that was a nice treat, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Then we also had some mail.
Yep. Mail call from Stuff and Such, who are about an hour south of us. And it's another calendar.
Woohoo! We'll never have an excuse for not knowing what day it is.
Yep. So,
It's a bunch of Labrador retrievers. Some glamour shots. Boudoir photos.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Thanks, Tyler, for sending that. I haven't seen you in the chat yet, but you'll probably pop in at some point. You usually do.
Oh, we'll watch
Yep. We'll watch it later.
that. Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So, syrup is something we're really changing our mindset to. Instead of thinking off-grid stuff, we're now thinking syrup.
Mm-hmm. Which, it's probably going to be 2 weeks at least before the sap starts to flow here. But it's coming. That's for sure. We know that. We're looking at the long-range forecast, and it's looking good about 2 weeks out. A week and a half is where we start to get above freezing temperatures, and that's what you need to get the sap flowing. You need daytime highs above 0 or above freezing, and nighttime lows down into the freezing zone, just to get that sap to start working its way up. The tree starts to figure out, okay, it's not going to be winter forever.
Mm-hmm.
Starts moving those sugars up into the branches, and that's how the tree kickstarts itself before photosynthesis can start. That's where the food and the nutrients come from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't get a sugar shack built, but we are on our way to making the boiler,
Yep, the evaporator.
the evaporator.
Which I'll be building from scratch here this year, so you can count on videos for that. I don't really want to give too much away about it because I think it's going to be a pretty neat build. I'm hoping, anyways. Yeah.
This is creeping me out now.
It's creeping me out too, but I also just can't. Oh, there's Stuff and Such. Just popped in. Stuff and Such. We were just showing your calendar that we got here. So if folks want to, they can go over and check out the Stuff and Such channel. He's got a bunch of cool stuff on there and such.
He has an eBay store.
Yep, various things you can order on there. He's got a whole bunch of homemade stuff and such.
That's very nice of you, Jason, to say that.
Yeah, he's talking about the maple syrup.
Okay, can you turn it back?
Yeah,
Thank
I can.
you.
I saw Stuff and Such pop in there, so I wanted to just give him a little taste of the weird stuff that is going on.
So, the Bearded Woodworker, what does the Sugar Shack have to do with in Oregon?
There's a Sugar Shack in Portland, Oregon. Oh, I can only imagine, Gary.
Candy.
I can only
It
imagine.
must be candy.
Yes,
Lots of candy.
yes. Someone there is probably named Candy.
No idea.
No?
No idea. How would you know, Gary? Yeah, your brother's asking you about that. Ask Andrew.
Ask Andrew.
Uh-oh.
Now it's just going to go back and forth.
Is that where you enter in your derby, your soapbox derby?
Could be.
That might be.
Yeah. So what else is next is getting ready to start planting some seeds. We got to get our starts going. We have a very large south-facing window here that I'm going to put shelving in that'll allow us to get a little bit of a start. I've also got some ideas to get our LED lighting set up in here again. Just like the shop lights, 48-inch shop lights. So we'll get those set up as well. I'm not sure that we're going to have an earlier start here than we did in Manitoba. Temperature-wise, I think it will get warmer here, but like earlier. But as far as the snow on the ground goes, that's a different story. Because when I came through here last year on May 8th, there was still 2 feet of snow. I was over here for a fishing trip from Manitoba, and we were still trudging through 2 feet of snow on the ground, on the rivers, to fish. And I was here for about 4 days. When I left, we were down to about 1 foot. So that would have been like May 12th, I guess.
Can you hear us talking on our device?
It's just the headphones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whew, that was creepy.
Yeah.
Lots creepy. The Bearded's mother got them in trouble.
Well, as she should.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's right. Hey, CB. Thanks
Hi.
for popping in. You missed some really weird stuff going on. It'll probably pop up again later. Somehow, anyways.
I don't think so.
No? You never know. Hard to say.
So another thing we have to, Dave, another thing we have to deal with in terms of the starting the seeds is the cats. So we will use that window, but Dave is going to have to come up with some interesting building in order to get it out of the cat's reach.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with that. My first instinct is just to put the cats outside, but Amanda is not cool with that.
No. Can you turn it back?
Yep. So if anyone has any ideas of keeping cats off of my shelving units in the window, let me know. Although there are just no ways to keep the cats out of your plants, your starts. That's for sure. How does this make everyone feel?
Awful. Can you
This
turn
is like
it back?
being in an alternate universe.
Yeah, we might get another big snow in April. It seems to you always get a big snow once you think it's all gone. Once you think everything is gone, everything's fine, and you're in a big snowstorm.
Yeah, exactly, CB. That's this is what off-grid does to you, though. We're hoping to transition back. Eat the cat. I like that idea.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think they would taste good.
Well, I mean,
There we go. Oh, there we go. I think you should turn it back. Okay, turn it. Please. Please, like really please. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
we're just having too much fun with that.
No, you are. Creepy.
Tape doesn't work. Peppermint oil doesn't work. I know, Gary. Nothing works. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to be very frustrated with getting things started. And our Wallapini here is going to be priority this spring, so that we don't have to worry about that problem next spring.
Yes. We don't really have a lot of room in here anyways, so
No.
we'd be able to start a lot more seeds if we had an outdoor facility for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
We have everything really to set it up and heat it. It's just a matter of getting the hole cleared. And then, like, we have an extra wood stove here to use.
Yeah, sitting
So-
beside the outhouse.
Yep. And then definitely trying the compost heating experiments again with the Wallapini.
But outside the greenhouse this time.
Yeah, outside the greenhouse, massive pile. Going to be working on sourcing manure for that. Unfortunately, we don't. This isn't a farming area, so finding a steady supply of manure will be tough. But Leanna, it's just going to be a 1x6 shelving unit. So if you picture the window, it'll just be 1x6 in about 3 or 4 shelves in there. But I do have some plans for setting up our lights and getting a very, very small setup. Nothing compared to what we had going in Manitoba.
Mhm.
And I mean, even
We had a whole room for it. in
yeah,
Manitoba.
we had a whole grow room in
Then we could
Manitoba.
shut the door.
Keep the cats out.
Yeah. I love our cats too, CD Greenhouse. What would we do without our cats?
Yeah, Tabitha, the wild jungle cat.
Mm-hmm. Kung Pao Kitty Works? Oh, I thought that was like a... Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Wooden shelves.
Wood. Yes, they're wood shelves
In a tub.
in a tub.
I'll have to have a peek at that. We don't have a tub though, unfortunately.
Like in like a Rubbermaid container with a light in the container.
Possibly, yeah. I'd be worried about airflow.
A
and
grow
something like that,
cabinet,
though.
yeah. Now that cannabis is legal in Canada, there's been a lot of growth in the area of indoor grow chambers that are being sold and advertised online.
Yeah, well, more so just it's more out in the open now. Those grow tents and all that stuff have always
Hey,
been
Cheryl.
there.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Cheryl. Is Chris with you? If he is, hey, Chris.
I don't think you.
Well, you never know.
No.
Yeah, you never know. I'm hoping Chris comes up to fish up here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about covering the back of the wood shelves with plastic. It's almost like a greenhouse.
Yeah,
And then you can have the airflow to the sides.
yep.
But my one cat likes to eat plastic, so that might be an attractant.
Yeah, the one that was attacked by a bear. It didn't only lose its arm. It lost some stuff up there too. It did.
Wire mesh might work. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, John, that might be a good idea. Growing some catnip somewhere else. Amanda picked up some of the cat grass for them.
I think it's like oats and barley and stuff, but they really like it. My one cat, she's an indoor cat because she only has 3 legs, and she likes to escape. And the first thing she does when she escapes is goes and tries to chew on grass. She has stomach issues. We have to give her special stomach urinary tract food. Anyway, so she loves her cat grass.
Mm-hmm.
So if we put that somewhere, they've stopped bugging me their plants since I bought that. So
Well, yeah, to an extent. Not entirely, though. Cats aren't fun. Unless you're a crazy cat lady.
or a normal person that appreciates amazing beings.
Oh, he might be taking a course in the Sioux, Cheryl. Very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You should stay here with us.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We don't have any room.
Well,
Depends on when he's coming.
yeah, we just got the
We got a pull-out couch.
pull-out couch. We're all fancy now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having an Airbnb.
Just about.
Yeah.
Anybody want to rent our pull-out couch? I wake up pretty early and start making coffee, but
Mhm.
other than that, we're pretty hospitable.
We try to be.
Clear corrugated sunlight roof material. Since this is hopefully only 1 year, we don't want to go too intense into this, but that might be a good idea. We could find some, not too expensive.
Yep. But, I mean, I could, honestly, this year, I can see us having to pick up some starts, like having to buy some, just to compensate for what we're unable to get ourselves started with.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay, I'm cool with that. I mean, I've found down
Cook.
about a half an hour from here, I found that Fiddlehead Organic Farm
Mm-hmm.
down on Highway 552, so that'll be...
We'll have seedlings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's too bad about that bloody bunkie, isn't it, Jason? I know.
Yeah, we didn't win the bunkie.
No.
We did get 1,000 off if we wanted it, but we don't know. We're gonna contact him and figure out if there's some sort of variant of the bunkie that we want to get from him.
Mm-hmm. They're a little pricier than what we want to spend. I mean, they're great little cabins.
Mhm.
Awesome little cabins. But I think...
Because we can get a bigger cabin there, we don't need to worry about the 100 square feet. I kind of don't want to spend that much money on that small of a cabin.
Yeah.
But it makes sense to do that to be able to have something that you can build easily and fit into the building code issues if you have that. But since we don't have to be limited by that, I think for that price we'd want a bigger bunkie.
Yeah. And even to the point, we've found a couple of buses here, a couple school buses that potentially it's something we're thinking about.
Just the shell because it doesn't have to move.
Yeah.
And the scrapyard guy offered to us just for scrap value, so $400 for an
18-foot
feet
bus.
by 7 or 8 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
That's way bigger than 9 by 12.
And then we can also pick Prep Stutter Bob's brain about the best ways to renovate a bus
Mm-hmm.
to turn it into, like an RV sort of deal. Because Bob's bus is looking awesome.
Yes, a barn raising. That'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
great.
Sounds like a plan to me, Sam.
Yes,
Yeah.
out of a box, put together like Lego,
Yeah, exactly, Jason.
wood cabin. It would have been nice.
Mm-hmm. But who knows what'll happen, because I've chatted with him a little bit just with, while the contest was going on. And there is the possibility of maybe him coming up here to help us build a bunkie if we do get one from him, making a video about it and sharing it around on our social media stuff as well as his social media stuff. So maybe we can work something out with that.
Maybe Dave.
Maybe.
His name is Dave too.
Yep, his name is Dave too. Dave 2 or 3?
5?
5. He might be Dave 5. We established this a week or two
You
ago
don't have numbers anymore.
in the live stream.
You Dave Nor. Davin.
David, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. B loves their bus.
I know.
It's a great looking bus.
It
I am
is.
jealous. I want that apron sink. I've been telling Dave I want an apron sink, and he didn't know what it was. So I was lucky. I was watching your video, and I was like, "Oh, that's an apron sink." So, but now he knows.
What color are you painting the bus, Bob? An old container. Yes, we actually do have one here, Cheryl, that is currently just being used for storage. But even with those, you're still looking at, for where we are, you're looking at about $3,000 all in to buy it
Just to buy the container.
and have it delivered.
Mm-hmm. And then you have to do all the changes to it. You have to have things be able to cut steel to put doors in and windows, and we don't have those devices here. I definitely looked a lot into storage container. If we are to repurpose that storage container, the C-can, for something other than storage, I want to convert it into a cold cellar by burying it. That's what we'll be doing with it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get that deep here, though.
No, just kind of like the Walpini. Like, don't dig it down, put dirt on it,
Okay, yeah.
up against the edge of the Walpini.
Yeah, good point there, John.
What's John saying?
He's just saying white so they don't get hot in the summer. Bob, somewhere up there, he's painting the bus green and black. So that'll be pretty cool. Yes, that way it hides in the woods. Nice.
Yes, I kind of want to put logs, like log siding on it as well to kind of make it look
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
like a log.
Totally.
I don't know.
Even with the container that we have here right now, because it's going to remain our storage and workshop-ish area. But I'll definitely be building.
Foreseeable future.
Yeah, I'll definitely be building a wall in front of it, out of just logs.
Logs
Yeah, just something to hide it because it's a bit of an eyesore.
or slab wood. We used slab wood to cover our chicken coop and made it look like a log cabin. That was really good.
Yeah, in Manitoba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally changed when you pulled up into the driveway. It changed the feel of everything.
It did.
Really.
I really like that.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yes, we do have a fan, Mrs. B as well. We picked one up. It's a 12-volt bus fan.
Yeah.
I wonder where that is. Somewhere in the
No,
storage
I
facility.
know exactly where it is.
Oh, yeah?
We could send that off with Prep Stutter Bob and Mrs. B if they don't already have one when they get here. It's one of the old, actual, out of a school bus, little 12-volt fans.
Mm-hmm.
2 speeds, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want that, we first picked it up because we were going to put it in
In the chicken coop
the chicken coop.
to run off the solar that we had going.
Oh, great. Everybody, at the end of this live stream, go check out Sam's channel. He's premiering a video at 9:15.
Yep.
That is great, which is in half an hour. So check him out. I don't know what video it is, but
Hold on. Yeah.
we made a chicken coop out of pallets, Cheryl.
Yep.
It worked pretty well.
And Sam, feel free to drop your link to the premiere in the chat here, and especially once we get towards the end of the show tonight,
Hello, Amy and Country Homestead Preacher. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
And Jay just got here from Almost Homestead.
Ah,
Jay,
Oh.
weird things have been happening here.
it's so weird. Now that we're on grid again and the light's better, we can see our true selves.
Yes. So this is what happened, Jay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
We gotta stop having new people come in so you'll stop doing this. Ah, I can't find this. There you
I don't know. I kind of like the new people coming in.
go. Hmm.
Oh, there we go. So Sam's dropped his link in there, and folks, definitely check out Sam's channel. He has actually 2 channels: the Homestead channel and the Workshop channel. Excellent video that he puts out.
Great collab, great broom building. That broom building thing was so cool. It was like, can you stop this?
What is it?
It's not working.
Why not? Yes, it is.
What was it? Danish? I don't know. It was a really interesting way of using
Dutch broom.
using gravity to hold up a broom. It was amazing. I really liked it. It scared Jay. It scares me
Okay.
too. He's got to stop doing that.
Well, I promise this is the only live stream that we will do
We will
this.
not do this again.
Yeah, it just
Dave discovered the app and was very excited about it.
Yeah. So, I'm actually, for all of us other creators in here, I'm actually up above here is I have my phone feeding in to OBS. So I'm basically just using that as a video capture device through the Face Swap app.
Yes, we're scaring Ruben. It was his first live stream with us, and now he thinks that we're crazy face swapping beasts.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We don't do that ever any other live stream. This is just a special, I don't know, present, if you could call it that.
Yeah.
And Jim Dockrell's here, and he's having LSD flashbacks.
Oh, okay. Jim, I was about to turn it back on for you.
No,
I won't do that, though.
there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like that one live stream that I watched of you when you were doing your giveaway, and you had that crazy, trippy stuff going on in the background.
Cheryl says she thought she was looking at my brother.
Whoa.
He does have a beard.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets up here soon.
Yeah, we gotta have him come up. He's trying to become a teacher, so he's doing a practical right now. He's teaching right now. Kindergarten. Not his ideal age group to teach, but I think he's enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
March 1st, face swap. Yeah, that should have been April 1st. That would have been better.
Okay, maybe it will happen again, April 1st.
Is that a Friday?
I don't know. Ah, he made it to the other side, did he, Jim? Sorry to hear that.
Well,
Have a moment of silence.
yeah.
Maybe not a full moment.
No. It's a long time on Facebook. On Facebook.
Facebook.
I don't know. YouTube live stream.
Yep.
So, I think we have everything we were supposed to do. Talk about Sam's channel and his premiere. We did our mail call, a cool calendar. We talked about off-grid and how we liked, what we learned,
Mm-hmm.
and what we were happy to do the morning after. Dave stayed up all the way till midnight in order to flip the switch at midnight. I was already in bed, long gone, long asleep.
Yeah, I was actually on chatting with Sam and Kevin and Andrew, I think, and Robert on the Content Creators Discord channel. So they all got to hear the switches get flipped back over.
Fun. April 1st is a Friday. Uh-oh. Well,
Oh.
maybe you can try something new, Dave, other than a face swap.
Yeah. One thing that I really want to start doing that...
Yes, Virginia, find something new. Dave was not alone at midnight?
Nope.
No.
No.
Andrew was asleep.
Yeah, he was starting to kind of snore. Starting to nod off there. That's okay, though. He was sticking with the conversation as much as he could.
Jim's dad has new chores now with his wife in the afterlife.
Mm-hmm. Voice modulator. Well, Jason, if you tune into the Bearded Giant at all, he's got quite the voice modulation happening on some of his live streams. More so in the name of delay, an echo chamber.
We're getting conflicting April 1st. It's a Monday.
Well, now,
Friday's the 5th.
to be honest, though, I mean, we do know that Andrew does have some issues with dates. So, don't trust Andrew on dates.
Do we have a game plan for hens? We are... I think to start, we're going to go to the Fur and Feather Fest.
Yeah, we're going to head down to the Fur and Feather Fest down your way, Tyler. And check some stuff out there. We'll just be looking to pick up 1 or 2 hens down there. And we'll be doing the rest, like the main flock, we will do from just little chicks.
Yeah, we want to have some interesting layers this time around. We had all just regular brown layers last time, and they were great. We really liked them, but I want some more heritage breeds and Easter eggers, maybe something more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
For this time around, we had no problems with production last time. We almost had too much eggs, but situation's different here, so who knows?
Yeah.
We might get more if we're getting chickens that don't lay as many. But we have we built a coop here when we first moved in. So we have something ready that can handle 10 chickens in summer.
Yeah.
With some outdoor run.
That's getting dismantled, though.
But yes, but I mean, if we need something right away. And then we're going to build a bigger coop.
Yeah.
And we're going to have an outdoor run, but covered run for our meat chickens, which we'll only have in the summer. And 2 batches of them.
Yeah. We'll do a spring batch of meat chickens and then a late summer batch.
Hello, Broussard Homestead.
Yeah, on the chicken end of things. So, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last live stream or in...
I think you did.
Yeah.
The 50?
The 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
And so our friend that we went to visit that we made sausages with a couple weeks ago, just in case I didn't mention this before, he's going to raise a pig for us, and we are going to raise a little over 50 chickens for him and his family, and we will split in the harvesting chore of the animals. We'll help each other out with that.
Road Reds. Mr. John 613 is suggesting our winter hardy, and they get big. Start from Seed is wondering if we're getting a guard dog.
Yeah, we have been thinking about getting a second dog, Jason. It's kind of tough, though. It's a tough decision to make because our house is so small. It's definitely something that we're really considering, though.
This would be an outdoor dog then. We would have to get a pretty winter hardy dog if we were to get an outdoor guard dog for the chickens.
Yeah, I think if we were specifically looking for a livestock guard dog, it would be a Pyrenees that are fine to live outside here.
I have talked to one of my friends. They might be breeding their Pyrenees again in the spring, and if they do, then we will consider grabbing one of those for that purpose.
Mm-hmm. I think she's kind of waiting to hear from us, though.
I don't think she would do a whole breed just for us.
It kind of sounded like she would do another litter if she had specific people interested. She has no problem selling the dogs, but it's a chore. It's a chore to have a litter of puppies.
We now have 2 people, and I think she's closer. Well, she definitely is closer to you.
Yes, very close to you, Jason.
She's in the Peterborough, right?
Yeah, she's down Calabogie.
Borthas.
Calabogie area.
Yeah.
So she's much closer to you than us, Jason.
Mhm. And their dogs are great. Yeah. They do really well. I think they have 3.
Mm-hmm. They do. And actually, I think it was yesterday, it might have been the day before, Caddis chased a coyote off here, which was quite funny to see because the coyotes, they just float on top of the snow.
Solid white.
Solid white?
Her dogs are solid white.
Yes. But the coyotes just float on top of the snow. And meanwhile, Caddis ends up to her back in the snow. So she saw this thing. It was standing down by Lake Inferior. She sees it. She starts yipping and takes off. And I didn't know what she was after at first. But then I went walking over and I see her trying to porpoise through the snow. And I see this coyote just trotting away, leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty funny.
Well, at least she got it to leave.
Yeah, she did get it to leave. Or
No.
she was trying to befriend it,
Yeah.
which is the
More likely.
more likely case. That's for sure.
Well, don't put your dog in with the chickens then, Jim. That's not a good idea.
Yeah. Caddis loved her chickens. Every time she hears chickens on YouTube videos,
Mm.
she's perked right up.
So do the cats, though, but not because of love.
No, for different reasons.
Very different reasons.
Yeah, Caddis really misses her chickens. And she'll get some back. Hey, Caddis? She's passed out.
Mhm.
Reminds me, we gotta get the Caddis camera going.
Yeah, then it's not face swapping, so it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, there's 5 minutes left. Any pressing questions? We would love to answer them. This has been a little bit less structured live stream than we've had recently because, well, we're not off-grid anymore. We didn't have all the off-grid stuff to talk about other than how the fact we're not on-grid anymore. And it's so bright here.
Mm-hmm. It is very bright. Yeah, so there's Sam's link for
Yep.
his premiere. I like the title, Feeling Defeated.
Feeling defeated.
We'll definitely be
Wonder what
popping
that's
over.
about.
Sam, another thing, this is kind of off topic, but it bounced into my head. We got to talk about the OBS Skype thing. Because, that was what we forgot to talk about. And this is tied into the Skype thing. So I recently reconnected with my cousin, who he has been, I don't know any other way to term this outside of, he's an off-grid consultant. And he has developed some properties here in Ontario that are, how would you...
They're buying a very large property, and then they're splitting it into chunks of half acres. And you can buy half acres or as many half acres as you want. And then some of the money that that you're going towards buying those acres will be put towards building roads. And then instead of paying taxes, you'll pay a certain yearly fee to upkeep those roads and all the communal type services that are involved. But it's so cheap. Each half acre is
$2,500.
$2,400.
$2,500 is
Right.
each half acre, and we're talking the property sizes are in the hundreds of acres. So there is already one property set up in a little ways, quite a ways over from us, New Liskeard area, Kirkland Lake, over that way. And the other property is directly south of us here. It's about 20 to 30 minutes south of us.
And AB says it's 200 acres.
Yeah, the property here.
And it's 2,400, I was right.
2,400. And the oh, now you got me off track here.
They're just about to have enough investors to put an offer in. It's on 2 lakes. One that is a somewhat popular lake. On the one side, there's a lot of cottages, but on your side, there's like 2 cottages. And the other lake is a little bit more isolated. It's a great ice fishing lake. And
I'm just going to try and pull up a link here, guys, to the current Facebook group.
It's called... Well, Amy's in the comments, so she might be able to...
She won't be able to link.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boreal...
Just give me one sec here, guys, because we've had a number of questions coming from folks about buying land in Canada and things like that. And this is something that is definitely open.
Boreal Forest Medieval Village. Dave's going to drop a link.
If I can find it here.
There we go.
So this Facebook link that I've just dropped is a direct link to the group that you can, I mean, it's open to join if folks are interested in understanding what's going on with this project. And it's not the first one that Anthony has done. This goes back, Anthony goes back nearly 20 years in developing these types of communities. I remember the first one that he started, which was Commonplace Eco Village, which was, man, I was like 20, and I was blown away because...
Young whippersnapper.
Yeah, it was down around Niagara Falls, St. Catharines area, and when I went to visit and saw what he had developed,
And Jason, it is in an unorganized township. It is actually in the same unorganized township as what we are in. It's in Algoma.
Yes, it is. It's not the same township, but it is also. It's still unorganized.
Was it Hayden?
Yeah, Hayden's a different township than us.
So different township, but similar. Very close.
Everything up here is unorganized. As soon as you get north of Sault Ste. Marie, everything is unorganized. Which basically means you don't need permits to build. Okay, the only permit that you need out this way is if you plan to install a septic system. That's the only permit. And I know for sure with the current project that is being worked on, there are no septics allowed in this area because it is situated between 2 lakes. So your only option in there is a composting toilet, which is perfectly fine. I mean, it's not a problem to have composting toilet.
Mm-mm.
It's actually a bigger problem to have septic in any situation, really.
Mm-hmm. We do not want more snow. We wouldn't turn it down, but we won't want to bother you, Mrs. B, to come all the way up here to bring it. But Dave, check out the time.
It is getting late. We will end this in about 1 minute or so. I am arranging to have Anthony, who is heading this project, come on our live stream. It will not be on a Friday night, so I will give folks plenty of notice as to when this live stream will be for anyone who's interested in learning more about this, because it is a very affordable off-grid solution, even if it's just for your cottage. Yes, you folks from the US are more than welcome to join in. Project number 1 already has a number of American folks who have purchased property. So once I get that set up, the problem is that Anthony works, he works midnights, and Friday and Saturday and Sunday are days that he works, or nights that he works. So unfortunately,
Couldn't come on our regular live stream.
yeah, we've been trying to figure out how to get him in, but so yeah, that will come up in the future. I will make sure everyone gets a ton of notice to talk about that, because it is a pretty exciting project
Mm-hmm.
that's going on.
Thank you, Andrew's mom. And Gary's mom. We did not find enough wind on our calendar.
No,
Not that much at all, really. But we should end it now so everybody can get over to Sam's show. It'll start in 10 minutes. And thank you guys for coming along. It was so much fun. I'm glad you could actually see us now with all this beautiful light, even though our faces looked a little scary this time.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So looking forward to videos we're putting out this week that are not off-grid topic, but not necessarily not off-grid topic. And until next time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a couple things figured out here.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Alrighty, folks.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. You guys all have a good night.
Three. One. Peak out. 3:31. Peak out. 3:31. Peak out.
Hi, Dave. It's Jerry. Hi, Dave. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. Trying to follow up with the drawing that you sent. Just the drawing that you sent. Hi, Dave. The drawing that you sent. The drawing that you sent. The drawing that you sent. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Thought I'd go through some of it. The drawing that you sent. Thought I'd go through some. The drawing that you sent. Right off the bat. The drawing that you sent. 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 Hi, Dave. It's Jerry.